Okay, we've got Zach Gold back in the house in Edgware, or I'm back in his house. Actually,
right.
I'm not even in his house, I'm in his garden. So, but we were in a garden last time, remember that? My garden.
Yeah.
My parents' garden. Very good, yeah, it was 4 Sichas, you're right. Or maybe it was after Rosh Hashanah. Yeah, Ach it was, you're right, you're correct. The Sabbatical was correct. So, what's the shot with where we're at right now? We spoke about London, we spoke about how we need to fix up. I mean, that's what we were speaking about tonight, but I'm talking about like last time we spoke.
Oh, I see,
about
right.
fixing up the whole energy of, business and London and trying to be more real. And now we've like gone into a whole new time period after Simchas Torah, like this year. I feel like people are talking, it's Or Chadash, Lev Chadash, it's a new beginning, a new heart, a new light.
Sure.
So I don't know if people in England are feeling it as much as it is in Israel, but from what I'm feeling, like my whole family came out today. I can believe the turnout. People obviously are feeling something, and it has woken up at many levels, all of us. So the question is, like, how do you bring that into, like we were learning just now about B'tochen, having not overdoing the Ishtadlis, not over.
Yeah, that was very relevant.
But at the same time, like one of the things that I've got a lot of chizuk from Rabbeinu Nachman is the union of YITZCHAK and trying to bring that into innovation, bring that into your business, into your hishtadlis, that you're allowing yourself to be a sinor for what Hashem wants you to do in the world, so you can get attached to the Chevra by opening your heart up and your mind up to new ideas, to new concepts and new approaches, and that in a way is connecting to the light of Rabbeinu, because it's all about hischadshus, about renewal. And nowadays, like the big thought leaders in business talk about the concept of having emotional intelligence and being versatile and having renewal. And right now with all the new technologies that are coming, so I thought we have to have some sort of alternative approach that's not going to pull us off into this artificial intelligence of world that's coming our way. Like, even at the back of my mind, I know I'm going to go back and do a post from some artificial intelligence app or whatever, just to take care of something to take care of. But really, it's about authentic intelligence. So I don't know what you think about that. The word is authentic intelligence.
Yeah. It's hard
and it comes together with renewal, with fresh ideas.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard, isn't it? It's hard to be real. These things are good though. Speaking, getting people together.
How's it feel being in London during this whole time period?
Dead in London.
Really?
It's quite dead in London, unfortunately. Like I said, I just have friends that went there, so it's get a sense. People that come, no, I don't know. That's how I feel. People that come from Israel, you get like a reality check of what they're really going through.
He was in Israel, and when it happened, and then he came back to London.
Really?
So
What happened?
Different perspective.
Go on.
On the 7th, was it?
You were there? Where were you?
At Shemesh.
Wow. When did you hear all the madness?
Yeah, there was all kicking off there.
Sirens all day.
Every day, yeah. The whole place was
Pretty wild.
Yeah. My son had to, on Yom Tov, get in a car and drive to the base, and it was a whole MASHA with the car, and he crashed the car, and he was doing all these tovas for the different soldiers, and it was and we went to pick up the car after Yom Tov, and we didn't know if it was safe in Jerusalem, but we went anyway, and we picked up the car, and it had a smashed whole window, but we still managed to get home. And then we managed to get it fixed and didn't cost nothing. Everything was in Tova, but it was just like everything was unknown. We didn't know what was going on, what was going to be. I mean, it's not that it's been clarified, but it's like been intense, time period since that time. And but at the same time, I knew I had to come back to England. I had to connect to my family and friends. There's good people there.
Spread the light.
Not just my light. It's the whole reality. We're all in this together. All the neshamas of our generation. So what would you say to our friends in Israel from London? What are you saying? Our friends in the world. Huh?
Shimmy's the light, man.
Keep sharing the light?
No, Shimmy will say something. Go on.
Yeah. So all this chassid and Eretz Yisrael, we're here, they're holding down.
I say we've got your back. In the small things that we do, we definitely got your back. It seeps through in a different way. There's like an extra filter when the waves come to Chutz La'aretz, but it seeps through, and we get the news, we get the messages, and we get the vibes, and we're just trying to send what we can back. And again, it goes through a filter, so maybe it doesn't feel like it's doing as much. But we're one.
The soldiers feel it. The soldiers feel it.
Person. I was just speaking to my friend. Just came out of Gaza 3 weeks. He gave me a call,
Nice.
and it was just like there was that connection. You know, there was just that. Like, he didn't even have to say much.
Yeah, it's true.
We just were smiling at each other. My 4-year-old daughter was saying, "Oh, he's in his soldier clothes." She was so excited to see that.
It's not the words; it's the light. There's
Yeah.
a certain light. My son came back with lit. It was like the house was lit up, and he was saying how light the candles were of Shabbos, but really I was like, no, all of us are saying how lit you are. You know, you like come back like alive. Like he just was excited. You know, there's a certain purity. He has no phone over there. Like he's just serving Hashem every day.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Talk about a fine. Call a couple of boys.
It's all Jewish.
If this is to end in fire, then we should all burn together. Watch the flames come high into the night, calling now, Father. Oh, stand by and we will watch the flames burn on and on. And if we should die tonight, then we should all die together. Raise a glass of wine into the night, holding out, Father. Oh, stand by and we will watch the flames burn on and on the mountainside. Desolation comes upon the sky. I see fire inside the mountain. I see fire burning the trees. I see fire hollowing souls. I see fire blood in the breeze. Now you remember me.
See? Yeah, we got front of me.
Thanks for making it all the way over.
What?
Making it all the way over. Thanks for making this one.
Yeah.
The light of Rabbeinu is just shining.
David.
All time, in every situation. And once you learn the Sefer, and you learn you can actually turn it to any Sefer of the Torah Kedosha, and you'll find what he's telling you in those words too. You'll see, that's what these medrashim mean, and all these things. The one's understood as clear with them, and just because you've got the text of Rabbeinu, it's das already, you're not able to explain anything, but it's obvious to you, of course.
I was reading some stuff on the Gon.
Yeah, you can see.
Mamish, like, it's so sweet. Like, it's good as titles, simcha, patience, different things, and like.
It's there. The whole Torah has everything.
Different thinkers as well.
Oh, you're saying it's there, he just brought it out.
The difference is
It's
that
not unique to him, it's everywhere, but he says it more clearly.
it's
make
something
the
he's talking
rubric.
from the Shoresh. So if you're connected to the Shoresh, then it doesn't matter where in the Torah you look, you'll see Torah's Moshe, you'll see the chizuk of the Torah. But if you're not, the Nosson calls it Yira L'chaim. You can have Yira that will put you off. You see a sefer, Nosson said that sometimes people learn Nosson from it, puts them off. That's not what the person who wrote that Nosson sefer meant. He wanted to do a chazak in a Nosson. If by you reading this, it's putting you off. Then the one by Chevra was himself tell you, don't read it. I didn't want you to fall now and do more variance. That wasn't my point in telling you that the Chevra was variance. But the fact is that that's what he does often. Nachman has he once said to Nosson, I always say Musa, and Nosson said, we were wondering, what's the mean he says Musa? He doesn't say Musa. He said after we contemplated, we realized everything he says is Musa. The episode was that if I said to you what I say to you in a different niggin, you'd be crying away. You'd realize it's me really pulling at your heart. But it's such a sweet and positive way. But what were you saying, that you're getting detached from Rabbeinu? The truth is that he gave us a way that you can stay attached to him through his eitzes always. And there's three main eitzes, the main things that will attach you to him, which are keeping his eitzes, learning his Sfarim so he can keep his eitzes, but also having a connection with other Talmidim of today's generation, others who are alive with us today, and as well as the Talmidim from the beginning of, from Rabbeinu and Nosson and so on, all of Nosson's contemporaries, and especially Nosson's Talmidim and so on. The Restian. So when you can, it's amazing to be there, even if it's once in a lifetime. The Rebbe gave a promise that no other tzaddik ever gave, and that's number one connection, is being there at least one point in your life. And also said that even though Rabbeinu said that a person is in the next world and he's given an opportunity to come back, he had to fix things up and stay there. He said, definitely tell them you want to stay there. And then also said, will it help you say it? And he said, yeah, if your action, when you say, no, I want me door, finish with me here, whatever it takes, if I don't want to go back, I'll have to let you. And Nosson says, I took this deep into my mind in case I ever need it, so tell them that. Like Nosson's going to have that from back. So Nosson's like, yeah, so Nosson is the obedient, student, and you never see him step out against Rabbeinu. Yet he says that if I told me, Shaman, you'll be one time in Oman though, and then I'll come back for that whole group.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that part. I had the first one. I didn't know that.
I want to share something important that I'm coming from Eretz as well, and Baruch Hashem b'Shas Milchama, and really the whole world is Milchama. So wherever we go, we need to be loichem. And I appreciate very much hearing everything I'm sharing tonight, Baruch Hashem. Thank you, Zach for inviting me and making it happen. And Balabayas Aved, we have to have cover to the Balabayas. So Rav Shlomo Katz said something very, very profound that is a chiddush.
What? He did.
I didn't hear such a chiddush before.
Miracle my kids didn't lose them.
I didn't hear such a chiddush before from Rav Shlomo Katz. He said that from all his the months of everything that everyone's going through, the fact that people are Hashem Shmeinu are in having base, availus, and people are going through, many husbands are in Miluim, and we're not talking about in the Haredish circles in just different Messiahs, but for people like in the where I'm living right now,
real world.
No, everywhere the world has its realness, but the nakuda of what he's experiencing as a Rav of such a place and such people, and wanting to be shaykh. So people ask him, how are you coping? How are you being a source of chizuk the whole time? So he said to the Olam, the Shabbos Shmos, he said the Chaverim, he said the chizuk I'm getting, all I need to do is just go down to a basis, a base, or go down south, or go find the Chevra of soldiers and talk to them for half an hour, and I get enough chizuk, not just for now, but until Mashiach comes. Like the Rebbe said by Rabbeinu Nachman, the Eish Chili is, it's burning till Mashiach comes. We have this fire. So he's saying it's in the soldiers. He's saying he's seeing it in the. That really was for me like a chiddush initially, but the nakuda is really that's what the Baal Shem Tov was all about. Was being megala the yichudim, the panemius of Am Yisrael is so deep, and that you start to see it in the most basic of things and the most simple of people, and that gives us ability to get tremendous chizuk by being aware of it, being open to it. And I would say as a chizuk for me personally recently in terms of Rabbeinu, the people that have given me the most chizuk, it's not being the mashpia, not the big rabbis, honestly, but we've all covered to them. I'm no longer working BORUCH as an official, v'chulu. The people that have given me the most chizuk is my own kids, my own children. Example, my son, he should be well boxed in MASHA, he should be well Shmer Eliona. The thing he misses most about, during this Tekufa, two things: is Shabbos, because when you're in Azah and you're sitting in a house of an azan of a whatever they call them, these people's houses, and there's no electricity, and it's dark, and there's a smell of death in the air, and if you're on a mission day after day, even Shabbos, and Pekach Nefesh v'chulu, so you're in a situation of Shmer Eliona, and he's not able to have the Shabbos. When he came back, the one Shabbos he's had since this whole war began, since he left on Yom Tov Simchas Torah, he came back and he said the light of the Shabbos Tish, it just blew his mind away. So he misses the Shabbos Tish and the food and everything, being with family. But he said the other thing he misses is Uman Rosh Hashanah, that he hasn't been able to go to Uman Rosh Hashanah. And that for him is the thing that he always talks about, how he wants to go back to Uman Rosh Hashanah. So someone like him, he's for sure by Rabbeinu, whether he's there or not physically, his mind, his heart, he's Makayim, the eights of Rabbeinu. He comes back. The things he does when he comes back, he does his spoilers, he goes to the Mayanot. He had 1.5 days. There's plenty of other things soldiers could do. His friends were doing plenty of other things from his army. He went to Mayanot, he went to the mikveh. Shabbos day, he went to the mikveh. He knew that he might have to go back again. He's doing the eights of Rabbeinu. That's what he's keeping him going, Baruch Hashem. And he definitely, the chizuk from tzaddikim help him get to that place. But for me as a father, it's tremendous chizuk. And then another son of mine, he's been working for the last 6 months or so, maybe longer, and he's become very independent and this and that. What did he save his money up? To take himself to Uman. He wanted to go Rosh Hashanah, it didn't work out for different reasons. He was able to he was there for Shabbos Hanukkah, and it was the first time in Uman, and he Baruch Hashem, and he just gave me a lot of chizuk. He's worked for months as a 16-year-old kid to be able to go to Uman and to go there to Rebbe. He went to other tzaddikim, he went to Bashem, he went to Shayla, and he did a VIP tour. He didn't go like Nebi. He went Erev Hanukkah, which was his Yom Yeledet, and he was there Shabbos Hanukkah. And he went on a proper bus with older people, and they went into hotels, and he was mechubad. It wasn't like, he was whacked out from traveling who knows where. It was mechubad, and they went to the Reb Shaila, they started off with Reb Shaila, and they went to all the different Chaverim of first, and then they went to Rabbeinu, and then they went to the Bashem, and Nosson, and Kedushas Levi, and then they came home. And I was just chizuk, this is what he went by himself, yeah.
16?
Yeah, he went through Moldova. I had to my wife signed a special form of apitrosis so he could, be 18, and because he's not 18, so he had to have a special form. And I said to my other son said to me, I'm not any of these other things. I said, what do you mean? He just said to me this week. He says, Yom Yeledet, yeah, my youngest son. He said, I'm not Haredi, and I'm not Chassid, and I'm not Mizrahi, I'm not any of these things. He said, I just want Rabbeinu. That's what he said to me. And I was like, wow. He says, I'm Rabbeinu Nachman. That's what I am. That's the words he used, yeah? Because, his English isn't the best. He said, I'm Rabbeinu Nachman, yeah? So I was like, all right, great, Kabaldik, that's it there. Yeah, he's Rabbeinu Nachman, So, yeah. No, I was just sameach, and it's not like I'm sitting there every Shabbos with a Lakuti Maron, Lakuti Alachis, going on and on about Rabbeinu. It's not like I'm the biggest Breslover in a revealed sense. And as much as I always try and get away from Rabbeinu, like our friend who was saying, you have these moments you just want to get away because it's so much light. Every chavrus I want to learn with in a frat, they want to learn Lakuti Maron, yeah? They want to learn Lakuti Alachis, And when I told them about my son, they were like, right, that's it, we have to go to Uman. So we didn't end up going to Uman, but we ended up learning, and we've been learning every week with Lakuti Maron. And one guy I'm learning every day, and he has reasons to not learn Lakuti Maron. He has some nisyonos in his life that's come from some breasts of people that weren't, the most balanced and b'chulu, and yet he wants to learn. He's learning. He's getting chizuk from it. So Hashem has His way of carving us through tzaddikim, and sometimes it can be your own children, it can be your own friends. Hashem's going to bring us all close some way or another, and He knows the way to awaken us. So I have a second son. He went to Meron this Shabbos, and no one should be going to Meron right now. There's missiles flying around. He spent the whole Shabbos, 60 missiles landed over there. I was like, what are you doing in Iran? It's like crazy. That's my other son.
That's the north, they're going mad.
Yeah.
And he was there. He was in Meron by Rebbe Shimon Bar Yochai, and the basic thing is they don't get mispar, they don't get affected by all the sirens. They just carry on serving Hashem. I asked my friend in Yerushalayim when all the sirens are going off. I said, "What's with the with Shabbos in Yerushalayim? What happened when the sirens went off? What did the Rebbe do?" He said, "We just daven louder." That's what they asked. He told me. I was like, "Good answer." No, just daven louder. Shira David, it's not like that. Rav Shlomo is more responsible in that sense.
That's the most amazing relief, and the silence go off because then it goes for like 2 minutes. And you got the freedom to scream because anyway, a massive noise. So you can go with the siren. You hear like everywhere go a new siren.
Yeah, Norman, there's sirens all the time, no?
Once a day they have to.
Once a day.
Like a fixed one, like
yeah.
This is a song about the derech of Rabbeinu and
nice.
particularly the story Spiromyces, the love crimson. It's not finished. It's only got 2 verses.
That son, he's still working, saving up his money. I said, "What are you saving up for now?" Rosh Chodesh Nosson. And then Uman, Rosh Chodesh, he's like years about Rabbeinu Nachman, the whole year. He's working to get to Rabbeinu Nachman.
Rosh Chodesh Nosson, we're doing a trip to Uman.
You'll see him there.
Really? This is the story of it's like halfway from Rosh Chodesh.
Sure.
Yeah, Uman is accessible to all families. It's not like what it used to be. This is the story of our lives. This is the story of our lives.
Whenever you want. Thursday.
What happened, guys?
I'll be sure.
That's no business.
A little bit of business. Could be there's more than I know about. I put myself out there. But it's up to Hashem to decide where and what. Nice.
Sounds like a whole song.
Did you write it?
How did you change the story to begin with? This is the story.
Why? What's different?
He came out, he screamed.
Oh, because then the rage came over here. Yeah.
He said the not good ones you wanted to do.
Yeah, that's how that's why we're in the translation.
Okay.
Yeah, mine.
You're making a little
But I hope it's not too distant.
sounds different now.
Probably goes.
Let's see if this one is accurate. See if you recognize. כבוד מלאכים, כבוד דבר, כבוד אלוקים, סטייל. כבוד מלאכים, כבוד דבר, כבוד אלוקים, סטייל. מי שבורח מן הכבוד, הוא זוכה כבוד אלוקים. מי שבורח מן הכבוד, הוא זוכה לכבוד אלוקים. מי שבורח מן הכבוד, הוא זוכה לכבוד אלוקים. מי שבורח מן הכבוד, הוא זוכה לכבוד אלוקים. כבוד מלאכים, כבוד דבר, כבוד אלוקים, סטייל. כבוד מלאכים, כבוד דבר, כבוד אלוקים, סטייל. מי שבורח מן הכבוד, הוא זוכה לכבוד אלוקים. 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 Sing along, sing along, sing along. מי שבורח מן הכבוד, הוא זוכה לכבוד אלוקים. מי שבורח מן הכבוד, הוא זוכה לכבוד אלוקים. מי שבורח מן הכבוד, הוא זוכה לכבוד אלוקים. מי כבוד מלאכים, כבוד דבר, כבוד אלוקים, סטייל. See, that was so accurate. I said, מי שבורח מן הכבוד, הוא זוכה לכבוד אלוקי. Not even, because most people say כבוד אלוקים. It says in there, it says כבוד אלוקים. That was referable. Yeah. Yeah, no, but in the, when he says it.
Oh,
We have to finish the feast.
such yeah. K'mochein.
Right, 69. כמויקן הוא ממש בכל אדם גם עכשיו. וזהו עיקר הניסיון שלו, שיחזק יססו בכל הירידה שבראנו מחמונתו בכל אשר עולם. כל יפור עליו, that's what he was saying. כל אשר בוא עליו, יגיד יססו begin again every time. You get used to beginning again every day.
Yeah.
Many times in this, not every day, many times. Just think about it that way. Often if you just put this first thing in the morning, it's easier to tap into that. Just think of all the things that your life something involves and how miraculous they are. Just step yourself back 10 years ago, whatever they might be.
Sure.
Really, wow, it's unbelievable. These little things that you take for granted on a daily basis are unbelievable things. So this thing thing to think every day that your mama's born, mama's brand new today. But us, MASHA, YITZCHAK, SAKER, BATZMA, YIDEI CHEVRA, SHLEMO, VADAI MATOIV, MASHA LO YIZKAR LIGMA TIKUN. Yeah, so this is the point. You're doing as much as you can for your Chevra. You see, he said, the showing you should see using the word Chevra, the word tikkun, different places. So, but ours, MASHA, YITZCHAK, SAKER, whoever managed to even tackle himself, and YIDEI CHEVRA, SHLEMO, because he's applying what we said earlier with other mission now onto yourself, right? So, whatever you do manage to do your Chevra, SHLEMO, VADAI MATOIV, it's wonderful. MASHA LO YIZKAR LIGMA TIKUN, the tikkun part that you don't manage to finish, you should be confident, the koyach v'schus ha'tzadikim ha'kdoshim, the tzadik ha'emes, yesh lehem koyach, le'hapoich ha'kol tova. Like Nosson says on Rabbeinu's words when he says, yesh inyan shasham ha'kol yisapar tova. So Nosson writes to his son, and I don't remember now exactly. But either way, he talks about them, says he's Metakin. So Nosson writes to his son, Baruch Hashem, we're not Chayla calling Metakin, or Baruch Hashem, we know who the Metakin is. So you see, there is a Metakin, and he's going to be Metakin us to free because we did our bit as best we could. שיש לו המקרה אחריו הכל הטבע. ובלבד שלא ייסר איש עשה עצמו מלצב בו, זה לא כבש להשם וקיבה חלקיבו אל הארץ בצורך ובקושר. Remain for what we have to do is not give up from waiting for and hoping for Hashem, the yearning after yearning and screaming like Hashem, תחנונים לפעמים and begging here as well. כי Hashem, החסד, והאהב ומלכדוס. So in other words, that's the part that you can always do, that's why it's a length that the bit that you can always do is that you could daven for it. So even if you're not holding whatever it is you want, but as long as you're already davening about it, even if your davening is how far you are from that thing, you're already on that thing. You're already began on that thing because you're davening for it. Even if your davening is literally how far I am from this thing and am I ever going to get to this thing that I want. At the same time, you're already davening for it. And davening is really the only thing you could do. It says, Adam Ayin Adamo, that everything was ready to spring out of the earth and the man was missing to work the ground, so immediately Rashi tells us that it means that he's there to spell about it, he needs to daven for it. So everything says Hashem really prepares everything, then lets you be the one doing it by davening for it, and then he does everything from there too. But did you doubt that bit? For you to daven for it. I think I saw Nosson feeling all that in the Tachan. Unbelievable. Lazer Tachan, like this section of Tachan about working and the balance of how to work and how to have the Tachan and so on. Really seems to really sum it up. You have more time shift, so.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes, but if you're davening over and over again, even if you, I don't know, I feel that when you I've davened for things that haven't happened, or trying to do something that hasn't, just after the 20 millionth time.
That's why Spoided is such a good thing, because in Spoided is, although tefillahs like that in the end, they'll for sure be answered, whether sometimes it's in you or in the generations after you. There's nobody who ever done that, no tefillah ever goes away. That's like a one, it's a fact. But the fact with tefillah, because tefillah is nitzchi, because everything that we're really putting in tefillah is forever, so Hashem takes everything into consideration that you cannot, and you can't see it. But you do see that people who did daven in their Rakkos, she was supposed to be sent to me for Esau, she was saved for me for Esau, but she was still the small of the two wives. But all her crying is pearl, she's the one that David Mashiach comes from her, Rebbe comes from her. Everything, the whole Goldsmith comes because of Mashiach, all through there. So the fact is that any tefillah that you make, even if you don't see in your life, if you look at Nosson's legend, legacy to today, there's no legend like Nosson. It's unbelievable. Everything from Rabbeinu himself says, so there won't be a page left to read from Nosson. Nosson did that through his tremendous journey. But if you zoom in on his life, 10 years before, look at the letters from Dovkov Tzadik Hay for 4.5 years after that. So that's just 10 years before he passed away, and he's already had Yana MASHA, and now this thing like really messes it up again in a big way because he's going through. He speaks a lot of times about after Shabbos, it's the Sunday now, I don't really have to function Sunday morning because I was I think it probably had to do with the gluten of Shabbos person. When you have to suffer from the stomach and it goes over slowly, and you have challah because there's nothing else in the bakery. Could be. The Gemara person still
Makes
too
you feel
savage.
good. Me and Nosson.
Yeah, what's the saying this? What's the point of Nosson?
Saying that you zoomed into his life and you wouldn't necessarily have seen it.
You've seen, oh my goodness, it's unbelievable. Firstly, from the lessons that you see over those years, you see the amazing amount of chizuk. You see how a person takes these lessons and applies them when he's getting letters from all sides. He's describing this to some all different places where there's Breslov kibbutz, and they're all saying the same thing. People are smashing up the houses, and all that's going on there from every side. And then when they broke the clothes of Rebbe and on prayer, there's the stuff that's going on about him, and he's living through it. And this is what he's reading all the person. You're right. This travel was for me really difficult. He's at the age of 65. He's 50-something years old, not a well person, and being mechazik himself in such a powerful way the whole time. You know what I mean? Living it. He's going to. A lot of these stories and the stories of different Kedarachas that were such powerful chizuk. He's writing them in prison, and he's being chased away from his town. He's not allowed to go back for a bunch of years, and he writes how he's suffering where he is because he hasn't got any personal space, and so on and so forth. And tried to get him to Siberia. He knew that length when I went through it, and yet in his letters you see the same person speaking all the way through the years. He just goes and applies them. Anyway, if you have time, I'd like to do this Patachon and discuss some short. The Patachon is out of 43 in the 20s.
Shimka, you pass? One second.
Whereas yours is 43.
43?
What's that?